It is great to see you all here today. We're discussing the Professional Wine Educator Academy. I'm Catherine Bugue, co-founder and VP of Education at the Napa Valley Wine Academy, and I'm excited to share with you details of this program. Now, I'm going to try to preempt any questions, information that I think you want to hear, but please do put any questions into the chat, and I'll be happy to answer those as we go along. So first of all, let's talk about what the program is. It is not just another wine course. There are plenty of wine courses out there that provide theoretical knowledge about wine and tasting acumen, right? Tasting skills. This program instead takes your tasting skills and your theoretical knowledge and builds upon that. We want to build upon that knowledge, layering in skill upon skill that transforms your passion for wine into a lucrative career. It's a program that creates a community of wine educators who will shape the future of wine education. We will walk out of this program with newfound skills, knowing how to use those skills to be known as a respected educator in the industry. So let's talk also about who it's for. Who is this program for? First and foremost, this program is for those who already hold an advanced certificate. The reason for this is that we want you to enter the program. All of the participants will be at roughly the same level, and we're going to take your knowledge and build upon that with skills. And inside of the classroom, in our virtual sessions, we'll be doing lots of activities and exercises. And we're going to use teaching examples from beginner through advanced. And so you'll come out with the best learning experience possible. And you'll be able to teach at all different levels. This program is for those who want to gain career-enhancing skills, a top wine teaching credential, a recognition as a professional wine educator, to join a community of wine educators and network within this community and externally. So when and where does this program take place? There are 2 cohorts per year. January and August are the starting months. However, in this first year, there's an August only, an August 2024. And this program is already full, but there are a few seats left for the January cohort. So what is a cohort? What happens? Well, a cohort consists of your instructor-led course. It's an 11 to 12-week program. And the first 11 sessions are all virtual. And they're not just lectures. They are, like I said, you're going to have all these interactive activities and exercises. So it's going to be very engaging. So 11 sessions virtually, and the final session is in Napa, California, where you'll network with teachers that you've met and worked with in the program, network with each other. You'll have an assessment that provides that final check on you being a professional wine educator. So what do we expect? What are you going to expect during this course? This course has multiple sessions, and each session is going to cover, like I'll give you an example. Session 1 is core skills. So each of these sessions is going to cover numerous topics. The very first session, core skills, we want to cover things about making an impression, right? You want to build credibility with your audience. You might be teaching, to a certain restaurant group every week. You might be teaching to your peers, your colleagues. You might be teaching, starting, wine classes in your region. You want to be known out of the gate as an excellent educator. And we want to talk about having accountability, having credibility, making that impression. But also, we want you to be able to teach to the right level. This is something where, it's sort of also known as no freaking out the students. So it's just teaching to the right level so you don't surprise anyone. We'll be doing lots of exercises. You'll be watching videos, good teaching experiences, bad teaching experiences, and we'll be discussing these videos. What was done well, what wasn't done well. So we're really going to provide you with real live examples so that you can see teaching as it takes place, and we'll be discussing it. You'll also be taught by numerous educators, top educators in the industry. Your presentation skills will be presented by Andrea Immer Robinson, Master Sommelier. She has presented in front of large audiences, small audiences, television. I mean, she's just a personality on, teaching about wine and many different platforms and venues. And so she'll be providing skills, not just for teaching in front of a live classroom, but many different platforms for teaching. You'll also have Peter Marks, Master of Wine. He's going to teach you about teaching tasting technique. This isn't just about your tasting skills. You've gained those through your advanced certificate, but this is about teaching tasting techniques to others. So how do you teach others to assess acidity levels? How do you teach others about tannin assessment? These are the things that Peter will cover with you. So let's go back to the full list of your sessions, just so that I can point out a few other things I'm excited about. You'll be having different sessions. Like one is about creating teaching presentations and teaching tools. There'll be a session on, hey, mistakes to avoid with your teaching presentations. There's really some things that we've learned along the way over the 15 years that I've been teaching that are big do not do's. And we're going to be providing all those tips and tricks to you. And then learning tools. I mean, you're going to be teaching adults, and teaching adults is different than teaching children. You want to actually provide real life, examples and stories and things that will, adults will understand, like, hey, why do I need to know this? Why is this going to help me? So important that you'll learn about the tools that work with adult learners. You'll be creating course materials, but then you'll also have another expert instructor, Elaine Chacon Brown, who is just brilliant at teaching with minimal aids. She'll go ahead and use 3 PowerPoint slides and explain things in such a beautiful way that you understand them comprehensively. Just the way that she uses her hands, her presentation skills, her teaching techniques. So we'll be giving you those tips as well. Really excited about this program and its great depth and breadth. So let's talk about let's sum up what to expect in this program. First of all, yes, you will be taught by top industry educators, including those at the Napa Valley Wine Academy. And I'm very proud to say that we are the only school to have won multiple times the Best Global Wine Educator of the World Award from Riedel and from WSET. So I think we have some really great educators that are going to show you what they've learned along the way, so that when you either start teaching or continue to teach, you can be known right out of the gate as an excellent educator. You're also going to have those activity-rich sessions. So not just sitting idly by, but getting your hands in and working on exercises so that you take away the skills, so that you can really gain, brilliance in your career as a wine educator. Also, you'll have access to an online platform. And what that is a place where we're going to house documents. Like you'll do, a certain activity in a session. And then we'll have a reveal document that will be presented in the online classroom so that you can see it, take it away, use it in the future. There we'll have discussions. You'll have different lists, like your wine kit list. You are going to be sent a wine tasting kit. That will be shipped to you. You'll get notices about that when you sign up for one of the cohorts. And you'll be using different wines to practice, to go through teaching tasting technique with Peter Marks. So really excited to present a 6-sample wine kit that will be shipped to you as part of this program. So let's talk about what else you get, because this program, we want this. This is our in part of our Elite Career Skills series. We want you to walk away with so much a breadth of knowledge, a depth of knowledge, as well as things that you can utilize as in your new career as a wine educator. And those things include not only a certificate and PIN, but also your name will be on the Napa Valley Wine Academy graduate page as a professional wine educator. So anyone searching for you will find you on that page. Also, we will highlight our graduates in our Napa Valley Wine Academy newsletter. And this is a big deal because we have over 100,000 members right now. There are a lot of eyeballs in the industry that are going to see your name in our newsletter. Also, you'll be on the Napa Valley Wine Academy approved instructor list so that when opportunities arise, either in person in your area or through our online programs, we will go to this list of graduates to go ahead and source for teaching engagements. You'll also have different skills to present in all different environments. We're not just going to teach you about, teaching WSET or CSW, although that is part of the program, but also just presentation skills in general, how to create your own presentation slides and how best to teach presentation theory, to teach wine theory so that you are an exciting instructor, somebody that your audience is going to want to follow class after class. In addition, following your program, we want to keep in touch with you. You will have 6 months access to a wine educator mastermind. And this is a check-in each month with your new wine educator community where we'll talk about, hey, how's your progress in either starting your career? Or how are you advancing your career? Or what networking have you done? Hey, I mentioned you the other day. Did somebody reach out to you? This is our chance to keep in touch to try to help you evolve your career in wine education. You'll have many different teachers over the program. However, I will be your instructor-led teacher for the online. So any questions or discussions that happen online, I will be your instructor there to make sure that you get an answer. And also any participant will have my email and can email or meet with me during the program. I mean, that's what this is all about, creating that community and keeping in touch and engaging with one another, networking with one another, and building your wine educator career. So upon your final session, well, you'll go ahead and present to us, to a group of educators. Don't worry, we'll set you up for success. Following that program, all of this will happen. So how will you be successful in this program? Just so that we're clear and just so that we, have you aware of what to expect. We really want you to have class attendance, right? That's just key. Showing up so that you hear and engage in the activities. However, if you must miss a session, we will be taping them. Class participation while you're in the sessions is a plus. However, at the Napa Valley Wine Academy and with the Professional Wine Educator Academy, you have a choice and you have a voice. We want you to use your voice. We want to hear from you. We want you to engage, ask. Look, we don't expect you to know everything or you wouldn't be taking this program. But you do have a choice. Some people may be shy at the outset. And if so, it's not assessed if you're quiet. That's not part of what we're doing here. We want you to walk away with skills. So if you want to have a voice, we'd love to hear it. You also have a choice when it comes to, do I want to turn my camera on? You might have to be home. You might have to be in a messy bedroom. Whatever the reason for not turning on your camera, that is your choice. I just want you to know that this environment is a safe environment. Any question is respected, in fact, highly respected, because that's what we're here for. We're here for learning and for building those skills. For assessments, there are a few along the way. Week 5 and week 7, we have you do mock presentations, like a tasting presentation. This is after you get your instruction on how to teach tasting technique from Peter Marks. Then you'll have a between session assignment of going ahead and practicing this. Following that, each of you will have a turn at just either assessing acidity or tannin and showing us, what you've learned. So this will take place also for theory, and then you'll go ahead and do both at the end at your final session 12. So just know there are some assessments involved, but this is more about what have you learned along the way? Have you grown? You don't have to be perfect. Look, teaching is something that you get better at after every time you teach, and that never stops. I learned something even after teaching 15 years. So it is really about, yes, some assessment just so that you prepare, but it is more about growing, learning, and getting better so that you walk out of the gate after this program being either a new wine educator or advancing your career as an educator. All right, so let's go to some practical information. When is the next cohort that takes place? I mentioned that the August 2024 is full, and there is a wait list for that program. So the next available one is January 2025. That begins on January 14th, and it goes through March 25th for the virtual sessions, because sessions 1 through 11 are virtual. Then the final session is in person in Napa, California, where you'll actually network with a group of educators. So that is where you will do final presentations. And then, of course, we will have a champagne event following so that we can network in person and get to know each other even better. So how do you get involved in this program? How do you sign up? There is an application because we do want to make sure you're at that advanced level. Look, we are creating a program, that's for those who hold sort of a beginner to an intermediate level of knowledge, a different program than this one. So that will be coming sometime in 2025. But for this elite career skills series, you're going to want to have that advanced level of knowledge so that we can build upon that. So there is an application involved, and you can go ahead and see that application if you go to this website here. You may want to take a snapshot of this, but we also, will have this available on our website. We are changing our website, so it may not in the future look exactly like this, but you will see hey, how to apply to become professional wine educator. And then you can click on there and you'll see some information as well as the application. And then we will get back to you within 2 weeks. Hey, sometimes it's a number of days, but we will get back to you within 2 weeks following. Thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to getting to know you through the Professional Wine Educator Program.